very like Santa's grotto.
Yeah, they got
yeah.
It's your first Christmas. Is it your first Christmas movie this year? Because from here on out, you're gonna get sick of this stuff, probably.
Yes, so I really had to get fun because I was expecting a more traditional film, but then it became very rock and roll. So I think there's a lot of spirit that has something to do with you.
It's I think that both Chris Columbus and I were thinking that this is the opportunity to show the real Santa Claus. He's not bad Santa. He's not a sparkling fairy tale. He's a real person. He was born in 283 A.D. and the myth and the legend and the lore that surrounds him has lived for 1,700 years. And only religious figures, very few of them in our life, carry that history. He's not a comic book character. He wasn't invented. He was real. So the fact that we get to look at someone who some of these things we've heard are true, some of them are not. It's like the game of telephone, you know. As it gets passed on, and sometimes it gets twisted and messed up. And certainly over 1,700 years, that has happened for him, and he has to deal with it. He has to on a one night a year. He has to deal with it.
What would be or what was the best Christmas present you ever received?
I remember distinctly when I was 14, I wanted a set of pearl drums. I knew it was out of the question because it just wasn't going to happen. But I hinted very subtly, and I was shocked when I got them. I was just shocked. It was a present that I literally said to myself, I'll never ask for anything again, and I never did. I just felt that fulfilled it. It was like that was the greatest present for me ever.
Do you think that we still need to dream big to feel a bit happier about?
I think that it's an interesting phenomenon. I think I know where you're connecting the dots here with Santa Claus. It's an interesting phenomenon. If I was a scientist, I would say there's an interesting thing here to study. When we come into the world and up to a certain age, generally around 10 to 12, and we have a firm understanding and belief in the reality of Santa Claus, who is going to bring you things hopefully on this one night of the year. That our life is really, we kind of, everything's kind of fun. We're having a great time for the most part. And then about the time we begin to, as teenagers, question, or as preteens, question that existence, question that reality, our life becomes more complex and less simple. And many times less enjoyable. I think there's some connection there that I think would be interesting to find out why that is. And Santa, I think, has the answer to that.
You know that apart from Santa, for my generation and for other generation, you will always be a snake, please.
There's a little of that with him, He's got a little pirate to him.
Yeah.
And I think thank you for that. I've been blessed with the opportunity to play some characters that hopefully I felt at the time I could make memorable, and some of them people have had a great time with for over the years, and that's a great pleasure as an actor to be able to be a part of.